Wow. And then there was 3. What the hell's going on here, everybody? What is going on, Pops? Come on, let's get outside. Look at this. 1, 2, and 3. Gypsy decided to come see me. Wow. Gypsy was out and about, and whoa, so I just blew my coffee everywhere, so I just got to cut this off. Well, let's try this one more time, man. What a morning. What a morning. I mean, spilled my coffee. But hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. Good Friday morning. Forgot to take my glasses off last night. Oh my gosh. Just too much going on with the brain these days, everybody. The brain just is like dissolving. Just too much going on. So here I am trying to get out of the camper and blew my coffee over. But the biggest thing is, it was the Gypsy morning because my wife tried to get out of here and Gypsy wasn't behaving. So I heard these voices. You know, I mean, remember I have hearing aids, so my hearing's terrible. So I'm hearing these voices. I'm like, what the hell? And I looked out my window, and there's a wife chasing Gypsy around, and she's not behaving to get back in the house. So then she's calling my daughter to come back home and get her. I said, my daughter, Julia, is going to the gym. And the wife's like, get your ass back home and get this dog in the house. And I'm like, just hold on. So I jumped out of bed, and I said, here, just bring her over here, and we'll put her in the camper. Come on, Pups. If you notice, all the dogs have no cones. I don't qualify, man. I don't qualify. These dogs right here, all the cones have come off. They're all out of control. They've all been in the pond. I mean, everything you're not supposed to do. But, hey, stop it! Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, let's go. Come on, look here. Everything you're not supposed to do. Oh, is what I do, right? Hey! Come on, chill out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you know what's incredible? Those stitches they get these days are dissolvable. So, for the record, these guys have all been in the pond. So, but they don't, what's really cool is none of them are like licking, no, get right here. None of them are licking their private parts area. So that's huge. If they were doing that, I'd have no choice to get those cones back on. But yeah, they were all roughhousing yesterday, and it's like, there's one cone gone. There's another, all right, gotta get in the house, gotta turn it off. Be back in a minute. Mom was over there chasing Gypsy around, getting all mad.
She called me at the gym and she said a few bad words.
I know, she's all riled up this morning, so
she said her back hurts.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, so I just told her put her in the camper. Here we go. Over to the man cave, the barn cave.
He's so attached to me.
Whatever, you can hang out with you, whatever. Yeah. Oh, balls of fire, right, everybody? Here we are. It is a beautiful Friday morning. Actually, it is warmer than it has been. I am dressed down. Thank goodness. Kind of feels like you'd be in Florida. So, let's hit the dogs over to the shop. My left foot's killing me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to it. But as you get older in life, your body just starts to deteriorate. That's what seems to happen. As we get in the shop, we get the daily routine going with the dogs and the birds. It doesn't seem per se they're that bad, but I'm starting to see some bird poop. So they're definitely they're definitely in this area here. They haven't moved in the back. That's when it gets really bad. So definitely the bird, I think a bird or two has moved in, but it doesn't seem to be as radical. But I guess by April, we'll know the real story here. And as you can see, the Kiefer Memorial now is the parts memorial for the shed, greenhouse, I should say. Come on, pup. Come on, little girl. Let's go. Come on. Get up there and get your separation here of all the... Come on, Scout. Get upstairs. Scouty, come on. Scout. Where is Tango? Tango! No, you don't go up there. Come on, Tang. Come on, Tang. So, come on, pups. Get up there. Oh, my goodness gracious. And what do I do with my control? And who's here? Who's actually here? I mean, where's everybody else, right? Wow. On to get the Friday morning going here, everybody. You know, I tell you what, it's crazy that Trump Man, I mean, it's happening, everybody. I mean, half the cars in this country are going to be 25% more. Actually, that's going into effect April 2nd. I thought it was going into effect April 3rd. So already all the auto analysts and all the journalists are saying, guess what? It's all pandemic used car pricing right around the corner. I'm like, wow. So the car market's all going to flip to even be more expensive. But for anybody that has a used car, it's going to gain value. I mean, wow. So that's a blessing for me in so many ways. I've said it so many times, man, of all those vehicles I had, I could have just gotten through like another 8 months, 6 months, 9 months. Wow. I think the numbers would be probably conservative 10 to 15% more value. Here we go. Here you got Gypsy and Prince. They just want to be whatever. Isn't this something here? So yeah, so now all the talk is in talk of town is that you're going to pay dearly for a new car and truck. I mean, so they're saying on the average car is going to be 10 grand more if it was imported. But also, for the cars that are built here in this country that have to import parts, those parts will be tariffed as well. So everything across the board is going to go up more money. But like the Dodge Charger, it shows the Dodge Charger being like an average price of $67,000 going to $83,000 as of April 2nd. But here's what really intrigued me is Donald Trump is telling all these manufacturers, do not raise your prices. Did you hear that? So Trump is telling all these big CEOs, these companies, that you can't raise your prices. Really? So Mr. Trump, I own a big automotive company where I have to provide to shareholders that we run a business that makes profits, and now you're telling me I'm going to have to take a 25% hit on my production and manufacturing. I have to absorb that and stay in business? No way. There's no way. Every automotive, they say that 25%, who knows, but they say through all these journalists, that's going to be added to the sticker on the vehicle. Meaning to whatever the MSRP is on the vehicle, it's a 25% increase on the MSRP. Not it's going to be 25% on the actual cost of how much it costs to make the vehicle. Wow. I mean, wow. So it's just, to me, it's like, oh my gosh, like this Bison truck was like $98,000. That truck, I'm not sure, it may be built in America, but even if it just had a percentage of its parts, that's going to turn in probably about $110,000 truck if it is shipped in. I know the Silverado is the Mexico-Canada thing, I think. So Silverado 1500 is going to get killed. The GMC Sierra is going to get killed. So those vehicles there, they're showing those vehicles being basically like 12 to 15 grand more when you want to buy one of those. Nope, get back. No, back. These doors take forever to close. It's the worst. Back! Oh, yeah. They need water. They need food. They need medicine. Where's my kid? Yeah, where's my kid? My kid, she'll be out here very shortly. This thing's always a delay. Watch. Oh, I got it. Got it that time. Amazing. So, it's just beyond believable, everybody. It's beyond believable. We're leaving the age where everything has gotten so expensive to live in America. America is no longer the place to go to live, and you live for cheap. It isn't. It's ridiculous. I've witnessed it. I've witnessed how Florida's real estate is the worst. It's so expensive. I witnessed Tennessee. These are areas pre-pandemic that I was always going to buy a piece of property to have the beginnings of my second home in retirement. And it's so bad that I didn't pull the trigger back like in 2017, 18 when I had some deals sitting on the table in front of me, and I didn't do it. I had resistance, just for the record. I had resistance. And so I didn't do it. And so now, today, forget it. There's no real big advantage anymore to moving to Florida to think you're going to get this really inexpensive, cheap house. So here we go. Who the hell's bugging me? My phone rings off the hook all freaking day long. I run a company. I mean, I have hundreds of customers. I have people that work for me. I just think it's funny how people think on my YouTube channel that it's like, I turn off this phone and nobody's calling me, nobody's texting me, it's like, are you kidding me? Oh my God, it drives me nuts. So for us, the good old boys, it's over, man. It's over. And Donald Trump, I mean, you have to honestly say, he's not scared of a recession. He's already said that. He is not scared to see this country go in recession. And in some ways, you have to say to yourself, we do need a recession because we need these people to quit making too much money off of everything they own and have. And we need a reset on pricing. But how do you do a reset on pricing when Donald Trump is going after the whole world and going to put tariffs on everything you and I buy that aren't made in America? And we know that overnight, it's not going to happen where the manufacturing guys can set up and be making things here stateside. What we all know, though, our country requires more expensive labor. Our country requires more expensive health care. Our country now requires more expensive materials. Our country requires more labor laws and unions. And so the list goes on and on and on. So how the hell, with transferring everything back to our country, are things going to be cheaper? They're not. So the reality is the tariffs are just going to basically make it now, it's a level playing field for our country to build things stateside, but everything's going to be extremely expensive. So, and that's the whole thing. The whole thing went to the overseas was to make it so it's more affordable and people could buy stuff and get a heck of a deal on a foreign car. Yeah, those days, for the most part, are done. But it's interesting to look at that whole list of vehicles, manufacturers. Like Acura is all stateside built with the exception of, like, I think their SUV. And then BMW is definitely Germany, Canada, Mexico, I think. But for the most part, their sedans, all their sedans are pretty much built here stateside. But they're using imported parts too. So there's a whole another variable there. But I think that's what I said. Or no, know what it was? I think so no, they're SUVs. SUVs are all stateside. All the sedans are all foreign built. Honda, same thing with Honda. Honda's a mixture of things. A lot of Hondas are built here in this country. Chevrolet, it's really about the Chevrolet Silverado and the Equinox and the Blazers. Like that Chevy Blazer I bought. Oh my gosh. That thing's going to be 25% more than I paid for it, even with the discounts. You even discount, it's all going to be proportional. So what I paid like $48 for that car. That car now was listed at $57,000. Just take 60 times 20 is 12. Oh my gosh. So that car is going to be $60,000+. Even the dealership takes 15 grand off. It's still going to be 55 grand. I mean, is that right? Wow. I don't even, my numbers, I'm just trying to think of my numbers. So it's going to be 60, it's going to be 7, it's 58. So 70 grand. Yeah, 10 grand off, 60. 15's 55 grand. So you paid basically $8,000 more than I did. Wow. Hey everybody, it's getting crazy, isn't it? I mean, it really is. So for all this manufacturing coming stateside, I think Donald Trump understands that he'll never be able to compete in the world market. That's what he sees. That's what I think really the people don't want to accept or maybe haven't thought through is we'll never be able to make things in America without there being huge tariffs on the competition overseas. Just like I talked about many times, but there's incredibly designed electric vehicles like Build Your Dream, BYD, that has surpassed, in so many ways, Tesla has surpassed all the manufacturers in building the most economical advanced electric vehicle. But under Joe Biden's administration, they didn't want that thing to come here stateside because they knew it would destroy the infrastructure trying to build electric cars here stateside. You'd never be able to compete at that level. No, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, man. No, get out of there. Man almighty. This doesn't end, man. Where'd you get that damn stuff? What? No. I'm sure. Where'd that come from? I'm not going to go back there right now for that. I think I know what happened. Wait, that there, I think, is packaging. No, that's not the. No, ain't that. I don't know. Who knows? So once again, I think Donald Trump is saying, hey, everybody, suck it up, Buttercup. Get used to things being very expensive because he knows this country can't, with the governing body that forces businesses to have all these protocols to be in business for people to be able to work, that they'll never get to the level of pay very low that you get throughout the world in these third world countries and in Asia, Mexico, and other parts of the world where very cheap labor is abundant. And here we don't have that. So that's really, I guess, really where it's all going, where Trump knows it's going to be some pain and suffering. It's going to take some time to get through the process of elimination, the process of bringing more productivity to our country. But for you and I, this isn't going to be the big discount day. This is going to be the pay through the ass way. Wow. Just incredible. You anybody see the Fox News Bret Baier interview with the Doge crew? That was a very good interview. If you haven't seen it, definitely go find it. Here we go. There. Just get out of there. Go find something else to do. I'm supposed to give them their damn pills. I'll have the kid do that. That'll be the kids' project. So the Doge crew, that was a good televised interview of all, and it was incredible. All these incredibly talented people that are incredibly successful, they don't need to work. And that's what you see in people that make so much money. That's what separates the people that are incredibly successful and those others that just go for the money. And that's a challenge. It's a huge challenge. Where Elon Musk, that guy doesn't ever need to work ever again. But the guy wants to work. Donald Trump doesn't need to work. The list goes on and on and on of the amount of people that have been successful and are highly driven, highly motivated. And these are the Doge crew overseeing all these gutting out the government are incredibly successful, talented people that have walked away from their present careers to try to help this country, in their words and their views and eyes, from going bankrupt. Every one of them is on the page that if they don't right this government, this country's eventually going to go bankrupt. It's eventually going to go sour. And be like, nah, it won't. Bullcrap, it will. What do you, I mean, I just, you just cracks me up. People think, yeah, right. Well, why wouldn't it go bankrupt? Why? I mean, why do you think that it's forever? Was Rome forever? I mean, what dynasty lasted forever? Nothing. And so, so at the rate this country is going, the heyday is gone. And so these guys are all dedicating their livelihood and being exposed because people now are attacking all these people and own companies. Don't buy anything from these people. It's the worst. And what all these high-ranking people are seeing is the Democratic Party. Hey, Democrats, I mean, you guys, wow. Talk about seeing full color. And that's what Elon Musk is saying. All this corruption goes full circle to all the Democratic Party, all the elected judges, the spouses, the family members. It's all the money trail. It's all money trail. And all the people that are raising hell about this Doge coming in to try to clean up the government's corruption and overspending and its ridiculous way of how it manages the government. Every one of them is tied to the money's being funneled back to them to enrich themselves. And so in the main word you hear, which even for me, I'm surprised we haven't heard about any Republicans. Hey, stop it. We just have to think there's got to be Republican people that have gotten caught up in this too. It's just corruption. But for the record, for the time being, it's a constant rhetoric of the Joe Biden administration, the Obama administration. It's all the people that are in the Democratic Party that seem to be colluding to just undermine this country like never ever seen, to personally enrich themselves where they don't give two craps if at the end of the day the country goes bankrupt because they've got their millions and their fortunes and their dynasty. I mean, it's so bad. You can just see the anger in Elon Musk of how the paid actors, on how these people that are so violent in the streets, not all of them, but are such paid actors by the corruption of the people that don't want Elon Musk to shut down the free money game. And so it's just, and then the way the government is run, we're still running a government that basically is from the 50s. So if you listen to these guys talk about how the the federal employees retirement plan, how that's all archived in a mine in Pennsylvania that's massive with just paperwork, and how they're still doing the same way of moving and shuffling around paperwork is from the 50s. And how all these government agencies have all different platforms of tech and technology where the computers don't talk to each other. So each division in government agencies, they all have different running systems. They can't even interact with each other. So it's archaic. But you have to say, in so many ways, you feel like it's intentional. That it's intent. They're talking about in Social Security. A guy there that's overseeing the Social Security thing is saying it's so ridiculous what the Democratic Party is telling people. It's a big fat lie. They're cleaning up Social Security, so actually you're going to receive higher benefits through Social Security. Do you hear that conversation, anybody? You don't. But they've found, even for me, I don't believe it. This guy claims there's like 30 million active Social Security recipients getting paid that are 120 years old or older. Have you ever like, oh, come on, like, no way. 30 million people? Think about it. This country is 300 million plus people. Well, the 300 million people, how many are actually working? How many are actually retired? Because you have a whole population of young people. You have a whole population of people still actively working. So when you hear 30 million people are getting monies from the federal government, and then they talk about how people call up to the Social Security Administration, and they get their they get in hold of a Social Security person, and they'll convince them to change the payment where the monies are going over the phone. And these people are stealing people's Social Security, and they convince this person at the Social Security office that just takes information over the phone, and through just the way they play the game, they convince them to transfer the way the monies are going to one account to go to a whole new account. Oh my gosh, man, it is so bad, everybody. It is so bad. So the Doge conversations, I've been talking about this for like a month basically right now. But it's interesting, Brett Baer brought up how Elon Musk only has 130 days before he has to become a federal employee of the government to continue to do what he's doing. And, that was kind of, I never really heard that answer from Elon Musk. And then he got in the personal side of, no, here we go. This just drives you nuts. What are you guys doing? Why do you have that? Here we go. Look at him. Look. So he's going to go rip up all that frickin' paper. How the hell are you guys getting all this stuff? Rebel! Yeah, you're being bad. Drop it. Oh, you want a treat? Oh, looky here. Look. Okay, here you go. Watch this here. Watch how the attitude. Oh, wait a second. Where's the bag? So where's my treat bag? So I think the kid had it last. So that idea is not going to work right now. No. You're being bad. Drop it. Get out of here. Get out of there. Oh, gosh. It just doesn't end, everybody. No. I'll be picking this stuff up already in the shop. So, all right, everybody. It gets to be hectic around here, doesn't it? You notice that? And I really want to keep these videos shorter. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys about electricity. That's a whole other conversation. A conversation about electricity. I got to have that conversation, but not today. That's it. I want to keep these videos shorter. And in all sincereness, I'm just some days like, I don't even want to get up and make a video. I mean, I'm not lying to you. So every now and then, you don't see me make a morning video. It's just because I just don't want to make a morning video. I'm just burnt out. This is just a total burnout factor of what I do. So that's all. So it isn't that I could have died. Possible. I mean, hell, my good friend Bill Moon, he died a week ago Wednesday kayaking. So you don't know what lies around the next day. So that's going to leave it at that. So anyways, hope everybody has a great day, bus day, and just stay tuned for more adventures, which who the hell knows what that's going to be. So God bless.